Do you guys remember 2 weeks ago, our last class, right? We do these series of classes in threes. The last lecture we had, I was talking about the impact of lifting, resistance training, and the length of time that those results can last, up to 4 years. And the British Journal of Sports Medicine, who did that research, defined lifting as body weight exercises, bands, free weights, machines. All right, well, we do body weight exercises in here. All the things we do in here are considered load-bearing exercise. There's only two non-load-bearing exercises that exist in the world: swimming and cycling. Now, that's not to say that those are not good for you. They are very good for you. Swimming, there's resistance all around you. Plus, if you have a lot of joint pain, arthritis, swimming is a great low-impact exercise you can do. Cycling is also very good for you. It's great for the legs, great for the cardiovascular system, depending on how fast or how slow you go. And also, you get to see the sights and sounds around you, right? So it's good for the brain, it's good for the mind, it's good for the heart and soul, all right? To follow up on that research, wouldn't you know, on Wednesday, I check my inbox and I get a subject line come across my desk: exercise brain boost can last for years. And I thought, what a great way to piggyback that last lecture we had. So really quickly, high intensity interval exercise improves brain function in older adults. Guess for how long? Up to 5 years. All right. Now, this is coming from the University of Queensland. Okay, this research, remember guys, all my references and sources are posted on my website. You can pull this very study from there, bottom of the page, click it, it's yours, do with it what you want. Now, this was a longitudinal study done by the University of Queensland, and what they found was that high intensity interval training, pause, what's high intensity interval training? That just means your heart rate goes up and your heart rate comes down, right? And that's relative. For some of us, we could run, 10 sprints, and our heart rate's going to go up and go down. For Olympic athletes, they could run 10 sprints and their heart rate may go up a little bit and come down. So keep that in mind. All we want to do, high intensity interval training, just means the heart rate rises as we're exercising, and then when we take a break, the heart rate goes down. Okay, and so it improves brain function for up to 5 years. Now, there was an emeritus professor, and what this fella did, him and his buddy Daniel Blackmore, they led a study in which volunteers did physical exercise and had brain scans. And what they found is that those brain scans showed high intensity exercise boosts, cognition in healthy older adults, and the improvement was retained for up to 5 years. Now, he also said that it is the first controlled study of its kind to show exercise can boost cognition in healthy and older adults, not just delay cognitive decline. Now, we know the brain is malleable. That's what this class is based on, was research done by a Dr. Rady in 1955 at Yale University. You remember those experiments with the mice, how they had them exercise and the lab professor accidentally took the mice home to play with the kids, brought them back, almost thwarted the whole study. They changed the study to include the socialization. That would account for the kids playing with the mice, all right, at the end of it. This is in 1955, at the end of the study, when they dissected the mice. The hippocampus in those mice that were exercising and socializing, playing with the kids, their hippocampus had grown. It was bigger. It was heavier. There's our first evidence that the brain is malleable. That's why if you have a neurological disease, Parkinson's, dementia, it's very important that you exercise, all right? And I think we all know someone that may have some neurological decline. Moving on. In earlier 6 months of high-intensity interval training is enough to flick the switch. Just 6 months. That's amazing, right? So in earlier preclinical work, they discovered that exercise can activate stem cells and increase the production of neurons in the hippocampus, improving cognition. Also, a large cohort of healthy 65 to 85-year-olds volunteered. They joined the 6-month program. And there was a biomarker in cognition testing, and they had high resolution brain skills that showed this improvement. They followed up with them 5 years later after the program, and incredibly, they still had improved cognition even if they hadn't kept up with the exercise. Done. How about that? So, with that being said, let's rock and roll, man. Let me have you stand, move behind your chairs. We're going to go through our assessments.